zavisi od čovjeka do čovjeka, nije... Umetnik ne zavisi toliko od alata, alat u stvari odredi delom to što on radi.
If the style is good, it's just good. It's hard to talk with people because everybody has his own idea of what are we doing.
Lakše ljudima ima nekakva pravila, bez obzira na to koliko su glupa, da se ograniče i da se svi potapšaju pa na sad smo super. A ako neko radi totalno kontra, onda je debil.
Maybe on canvases I feel more like that I can be more intimate. I don't want to go in a wall and just stick my piece. I like to see the environment, to check the place, the colors around me and the energy around me, light. Because I'm painting two-dimensional shapes, I like to make them like fit in space with the same light. And then I like sometimes to even talk to people around and to kind of feel what's the environment, and then I can paint something for the space and not just use the surface as a canvas. I need to be in front of the space and the environment, and then what I feel flows through me, and then I paint it.
Kada se krećeš u urbanom prostoru, znači kada se krećeš ulicama grada, ovde, pitanje je koliko vremena čovek zaista posvećuje posmatranju na muralu. Moraš da budeš jasan, direktan i da jednostavno, u kratkim crtama kažeš to što si htio. Odnosno da tvoj rad nosi neku poruku. Ukoliko ti je rad samo neke estetske prirode, onda je sama lepota dovoljna i jednostavno to za neku publiku koja je spremna da odvoji vreme.
I'm never asking people what they feel, because I think it's everyone has his personal feelings about it, but for me it's the best thing I could ever do, because the big murals give you for me the best thing about it is to turn on the music when you are on the 6th or 5th floor, when nobody can talk with you, you are totally alone and you can just fall into the painting, and that's the most beautiful thing. And yeah, to be honest, sometimes I don't care what people think about it.
To me, it's very important, the perception of people. What I like is when people just, get inspired by what they see, and no matter if they understand exactly the shapes or whatever, but in the general sense, I like when people react good in a positive way, and I consider that every time I paint a wall, for sure.
dosta puta sam mogao odustati svega toga, jer nije ti baš lagano stalno ići sam van i ne imati nekog s kim možeš crtati, nego radiš to zato ti fakat potreba. Ako ne radiš to vani, radiš doma. Radiš u buku, slikaš po platnu, šta god, ali imaš tu potrebu, a nije to nekog dokazivanje, to jednostavno moraš nešto danas napraviti, nacrtati.
Complicated question, man. We were just discussing this for the last half hour, you know, and we didn't come to any conclusion because nowadays there is too much of everything going on, and I can't say that murals nowadays have the purpose that they used to have in the past. It's mostly just the idea of painting, you know. Probably you should talk to our friends for why is it happening. I'm just like an instrument of their conception.
Nice, vado un attimo in bagno.
Yeah, I mean, the people that see my pieces are from different cultures and position in society, and some people are graffiti writers, and because what I do is still very linked to the letters and to painting graffiti, and so that's the first person that I interact with. Then I may have some other people that I simply like the shapes, like the two-dimensional effects, and they enjoy it like decoration, but they don't understand, they don't have the same culture to really feel the vibe of graffiti. And then I may have, you know, clients, collectors, and they see it they see it different.
Big responsibility when you especially when you do a mural. It's a monument that you live in a certain social environment, and you do it and you leave, but the people who stay there are you know, obligated to see it every day, either they like it or not. So you have to be kind of responsible.
We wanted run from it. We don't want to paint something super connected with the space, like, I don't know, like painting fishes in a harbor, because that doesn't make no sense. We want to do something different, something that is gonna be like a hit for somebody that's gonna go and see that it's something totally different,
totally
like
opposite.
Yeah.
When we first got into contact with the guys, I did another sketch actually, but I didn't know at that time that the mural is next to a high school and a kindergarten, elementary school and a kindergarten. So when I got to know this, actually this changed everything. My first sketch was much more provocative and aggressive and dark. So yeah, it affects me, and it should.
To je neko nužno zlo, taj internet marketing uopšte, promocije, to je nešto na što mi gubimo vreme i prinuđeni smo da gubimo vreme, jer da ne gubimo vreme na to ne bismo imali priliku da živimo od umetnosti. Jer u današnje vreme na koji način ćeš ti da proširiš vest o tome da nešto dobro radiš ako ne putem socijalnih mreža. Tako da to je jedan alat, to je jednostavno danas jedan alat koji ti kao umetnik moraš da koristiš i to je to.
Yeah, social media is good because your image goes out in the world and people see it. But sometimes I feel like myself, sometimes I feel forced to produce more and more every day, and feel sometimes a little frightening. They're like little, I don't know. Especially if it's linked to some business, then you have to be always posting things. And then I see, anyways, like a lot of. I don't want to judge anyone, but sometimes I see more productions, so big walls, but maybe the quality is not always very high.
Svi radovi koji su iskreni su osobni. I samo izlaganje negdje, to je ogolit sebe i sad stavljati to na internet, to može biti da se prostituiraš, to neki tak shvaćaju. Ali bolje da ti budeš taj koji upravlja i kontrolira svoj rad i to možeš na neki način na internetu više nego da ideš po galerijama i da ti neki kustosi filozofiraju o tome i mislim svakakvi ljudi su u galerijama, ima super ljudi koji znaju, ali često se desi da neko, ako nikad nije nešto sliko, skužiš da ne zna previše. To je onako, u nekim situacijama kao kad svećenik previše priča o seksu, znaš, onak.
Because everything is happening so fast and people are taking everything for granted and they just like something and skip it and forget about it. So I guess it's normal, but not for me. While I was painting the mural, all my friends back home were following the process, you know, and I was thinking it's gonna be a surprise when I come back and show them. But I guess I'm a really Stone Age kind of person.
Sometimes we see ourselves not enough for what we are, like just for the image we produce, and like even just people like posting like selfies every day, and they feel they exist in the world because they have a picture published every day, and they kind of lose the center of the human being, and it's just it's much more simple. And when television and the internet didn't exist, and then people, if the people they cannot post today, they feel lost, they feel no one, and that's and same thing with art. Sometimes if you don't post something new, then people think you're dead or disappeared.
Super je to što ljudi kao mogu da vide tvoj rad, ali nije uvijek neophodno i mene baš loži to, ti momenti gdje ti u stvari nešto nacrtaš što možda niko nikad neće vidjeti.
Sprej je tehnika, medij koji mnogi ne smatraju slikarskim. I jedan od razloga zašto ja poštujem ljude koji objavljuju proces tipa slikanja sa sprejem ili murala je objašnjavaju ljudima neke stvari koje onak vrijeme da nauče. Zato jer iskreni su i nemaju šta tajiti, nego čak ti i pokazuju sve i to je to. Dok hrpa ljudi, lakše mistificira stvari i etiketirati ih kao art. Sve je legitimno. I to ljudi ne mogu, ja mislim da bi trebalo svakom, kad se rodi od onda ga uči sve je legitimno. Ne, mislim, ne sve, nego u smislu kreativno stvarno da ne možeš neko reći ovo je krivo, bla bla.
We work with paper, with canvas, wood. Yeah, I think we tried most of the surfaces just to like a tryout, just to see how it works. Yeah, we produced some t-shirts. We worked with a different kind of materials.
Od grafika do slikanja, do murala, uvijek nešto drugačije pokušavam napraviti jer me zanimaju različiti ljudi i jedan način da bih shvatio nekog drugog je da pokušam to napraviti.
Sometimes I paint something and I have a new idea for a sculpture, and then I sculpt something and have some more ideas for paintings. So it's for me it's the same part of the same process. It's a combination of experiences that I have on a daily basis.
This year we did a lot of solo walls and some solo projects, but at the end of the year we decided to paint together, so the end of the year is gonna be us both.
Just 2 walls.
Everyone who paints knows that, you know, it's for good or for bad, I don't know, but it's a very lonely process. So you better, it's better if you're like this kind of person who, introvert person, you know. I am like this, and I believe everyone who is into painting is like this, because painting requires loneliness, you know.
Nothing to do, or when I'm talking for a long time on the phone with someone, it's natural for me to grab some pen and do some stupid lines. But yeah, it's right now. I would say it's my life mostly.
Yeah, it's part of life.
Kao ventil. To je moj ventil da izbacim iz sebe sve što mi se vrzma po glavi i sve što želim da ovekovečim svaku ideju, svaki trenutak inspiracije. Ja to radim kroz crtež.
The highest goal I have is to keep painting and doing anything, you know, sculptures, paint walls, anything, because I like to inspire, to give somehow some positive vibe, you know, so that the people can, maybe they cannot maybe describe it, but they can feel it, and they can feel better somehow. That's the reason why I like to do this. And then besides that, I have my personal little goals that I may, want to do big sculptures, public spaces, or painting more big murals, and because that gives me a lot of satisfaction for myself, and just grow as an artist and be satisfied, happy. That's it.
Meni nije žao što sam otišao na akademiju, nego žao što sam išao naivan tamo i skoro dopustio ljudima, krivim ljudima da razjebu onu naivnost, jer ti ne možeš se baviti umjenošću, nećeš biti umjenik, ne baviti ako nisi naivan, to jest ako nisi romantičan i, znaš, šta si, on si političar čovječ, znaš, a ima hrpu politike u umjetnosti i to mnogi govore da treba, to apsolutno ne treba. Trebaš pustiti maštu i brijat, a to ljudi ne znaju. Odiš pogledati super izložbu, to je sve sterilno. Ne sve, ali hrpu toga je sterilno. Lišeni smo ikakve magije, znaš, a to je poanta magije.